Daire Gray, another busy Saturday ahead for Dublin, going to Newbridge to face Kildare in a really interesting encounter.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, obviously, haven't played them competitively before, but look, we've had a good look at them throughout the Joe McDonough. We've played a couple of challenge games with them throughout the year. Look, we know exactly what to expect from them. They're on a bit of a high at the moment, and really looking forward to going there. Be a packed out, so just really excited to get out there.
There were encouraging moments in the Leinster Championship. I'm sure, obviously, you were disappointed to lose the Galway game at Parnell Park, but your overall take on how Dublin fared in the Leinster Senior Hurling Championship?
Mixed emotions, probably looking back at it. Really, we would have felt that we performed really well for the large majority of it, and there was a lot of positives out of it. But look, ultimately, we would have wanted to be there on Sunday in the Leinster final, and we just missed out. So look, we'll take the positives out of it. But look, something to work on going forward. And there were so many positives. We can look towards the All-Ireland Championship with a bit of hope, and a few things to fix and change here and there. But I suppose that'd be it in one, really.
The matches were arriving thick and fast, but now you've had an opportunity to maybe reset and reflect for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know. Look, in the current landscape, 3 weeks is kind of a long enough time to wait for a game. You're used to week on week at this stage, but it's nice, week on week can be tough on the body and really put your panel to the test and things like that. So it's been a good break. It's been good to reset, good to go back to the drawing board and kind of look at how we're going to change things up and how we're going to attack the All-Ireland series. Niall
O'Callaghan and his backroom team, in-depth knowledge of the Dublin club scene. Just what have they brought to the Dublin team in 2025?
Yeah, I suppose, look, no one knows the Dublin club scene better than the lads who are involved. We've David Curtin from Ballybode and Donald McGovern from Kilmacud Crokes, a couple of giants in Dublin club scene, So, look, they know the players inside out, not only as players but personally, and they know exactly, I suppose, how we work best, what lads are going to work best together. And, it's been really positive and look, a bit of pride in who we are and things like that as Dubs, So, they've brought a huge amount to the group.
The health of the club game obviously reflected with Nafina winning an All-Ireland, Kula winning All-Irelands. It seems to be in a good place in that side of things, Daire.
Yeah, it's in a great place. Those clubs are doing serious work, and even you look where Niall brought Nafina in the last couple of years. He's put that work in for a good few years now. So look, it's hopefully we can do the same thing, and hopefully he can bring that into our team. It might not be an overnight thing, but we'll look forward and we'll bit by bit we'll get better and better as he's brought to the club scene, and the other lads have brought to the club scene too. So hopefully we can look forward to that as well.
Finally, Daire, Dublin in general have maintained good standards. Obviously winning a Leinster 12 years ago, and maybe in the decade leading up to that there was a lot of good work done at underage level in schools, etc. But the fact that Dublin have remained relevant, that's a source of encouragement for the future.
It is, yeah. Look, we're always thereabouts, and look, as I said, obviously we'd want something to show for that, there's a couple of us there now who've been around for a few years, and we want a trophy, we want silverware to show for it, and I suppose that's why we're always hungry as a group. We always have something to work towards, and we always have things to chase, and look, it'd be nice to have something to show for your efforts anyway, rather than just kind of being there and thereabouts.
Best luck at the weekend.
Thank you.